Hey everyone, welcome back to another weekly entertainment bubble. I'm your host and myhighplains.com correspondent, Erin Rosas. I'm here and ready to recap the top entertainment stories of the week. There's a couple really good ones. This week was Halloween, so we will be talking about some celebrity costumes. I definitely want to see if I would wear these or not. Some of them are outrageous, which is expected. It's celebrities. And we're going to be talking about Tom Brady and Gisele. Again, they officially got divorced. I know we talked about it a week ago that they were considering it. They both hired lawyers, but they're officially divorced. And then we will also talk about an article I did about some stereotypes about Texas that I kind of want to list out for you guys. So let's start out with Tom Brady and Gisele Bundchen. They are officially divorced. It was really quick, maybe not for them. Clearly, they had all of their stuff together, finances, custody, all of that was clearly arranged if they got divorced this fast. Now, Gisele is reportedly living in Miami. She bought a house there. She's living it up there. She has her kids there as well. I know Tom Brady had his kids for Halloween, shared some photos of them dressed up. And so they're both clearly living separate lives. Reports are indicating that he did not want the divorce, that he was trying to do everything he could to make it work. People magazine has an article about that saying that he was willing to do this, that, and the other, go to counseling, everything in between. But for me, looking at this story, looking at their situation, there is definitely defining moments. The fact that he retired and then unretired is a huge one. I'm sure she didn't like that at all. And that may have been the final straw. The thing about these long celebrity relationships is it a lot of the times, most of the time, it's not just one certain thing that divorces this couple, but reports, everything online seems to angle on the fact that he literally retired and unretired, and that was the main thing that she could not handle or deal with. She thought he was done, and he clearly wasn't. Football is his life. And so, yeah, they are officially divorced. There is some pictures of them on Halloween here. So here's them. Description, insert Grim Reaper joke here. So he's with his kids. And so I think, I don't know, maybe they'll be more happy separate. He was with Bridget Moynihan for a little bit. They have a child together. And there you go. It's done. And we will see where their journeys take them. Okay, let's really get into it. I'm really excited about this one. So, celebrity Halloween costumes. One of the biggest ones that we saw that was mind-blowing was Heidi Klum's costume. Now, she does a huge Halloween bash every single year. She's known as the Halloween Queen. She dresses up. She brings in all of these special effects people to do her makeup. She's been Medusa. She has all of these different apparatuses she comes on. I think it's definitely clear that this woman loves Halloween. I'm not a huge Halloween person at all, but if I had a team of 9 doing my makeup, now that's not the exact number, but I'm just saying, if I had a huge team of people doing my makeup, I definitely would go all out. So she, this year, it's very interesting what she went as this year. So she went as a worm this year. Not the most glamorous thing, but I think it's clear that these bashes, Halloween bashes, she's not there to be beautiful. You know, of course she's a supermodel, but yeah, so she went as a worm. I mean, look at her face. It just looks so weird. I think whoever made this is incredible. There's a little shot of her. That looks like a fun time. Also, going to a party in that, I don't know how comfortable that is at all. 0% comfortability, I'm sure. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Look at my jaw. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Whoa. She goes all out. And I think it's great. She's known for a lot of stuff, but I definitely think she is the queen of Halloween. Some other celebrity costumes. Her daughter went as Catwoman. Leni Klum, Catwoman. Love Catwoman, of course, Michelle Pfeiffer. Then you have, okay, so hairstyles was Danny Zuko. I did not see this, by the way. Looks great. Good for him. Lizzo was Marge Simpson. Okay, I'm just waiting for the transformation. Oh, it's just Lizzo. Okay, but I know that she went as, oh, there it is. She went as Marge Simpson. I love it. I like the dress. I like the hair. I would definitely go for this. I would do this. The only pain is painting your whole body yellow. I don't know how great that's going to be, like to come off, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. Oh, Miss Piggy, glamorous Miss Piggy. See, this is definitely, I feel like Lizzo's style right here, this glam pig. Kim Kardashian. Oh my gosh. So I saw a report that she went to a Halloween costume party. She went to a party, I should say specifically, and that she was the only one dressed up. So she dressed as Mystique. She walked into the party, very Mean Girl style, and she was the only one dressed up. And I think there's a photo of her with Tracy Ellis Ross. And it's just her and Tracy Ellis Ross. And Tracy is not dressed up. Kim went in full garb. I mean, she looks awesome. But also golly. I want to know how many hours that took. I'm not sitting in a chair for that long to get this. She looks awesome. So many celebrity costumes, so little time. I didn't dress up as anything, by the way, because, oh no, I did. I put cat ears on. That's like a lazy Halloween. I just put some makeup on, put some cat ears and called it a day. And I did go to a party, like a fashion show. And that's what I did. It's so lazy, but you guys, I'm not a Halloween person. So it's just, I'm not going to go all out unless I had a huge, massive team to help me. And that's not happening anytime soon. So I will just leave it there. Maybe next year, maybe if there's, money in it, a Halloween costume contest, I'll go for that. Yeah, sure. I'll put something nicer on, put some bell bottoms, be Woody, whatever, be a cucumber, sure, the greatest one ever. But yeah, so there you go. I want to get to my last subject really quick, which is stereotypes about Texas. I did an article on myhighplains.com that will be out today. And some of these stereotypes, people will know if they're from Texas. And some of them, like if you're from any other part of the country, are confused about them. But this is just what happens. I lived in California for a little while, and I will tell you these are very true, what people think about Texans. When you tell them you're from Texas or were born and raised in Texas, they definitely put so many connotations on you. It's really funny, actually. So it's a whole list. I'll just name off a few that I think are funny. So one of the ones which is so funny is Texans ride horses everywhere. So people think that there are just horses on every corner, which there are horses, obviously, in Texas. You can find horses in California. You can find them anywhere. But the thing is, I think a lot of people think you will walk out the door in a suburban neighborhood and see horses. You have them parked in your driveway and you're ready to go. It's not like that at all, for obvious reasons. You can't take a horse on a highway. It's a bad idea, right? So that's definitely a stereotype that is not true. Now, some of these are true. Some of them, I'm not saying people fully hate all of these stereotypes. Some are embarrassed by them, and some people embrace them. So that is one of them. Okay, so also people think everyone in Texas has Southern accents or they have a huge twang. Clearly that's not true. I was born and raised in Texas. I do not have a Southern accent, and I will not attempt to do one for you guys because it's embarrassing. So they think we sound like Sling Blade. I don't know if anyone's seen that movie, but it's Billy Bob Thornton. He's doing the thickest Southern accent ever. It is so thick. And I think people think when they have conversations with Texans, we're all going to sound like that. That is not the case at all. Some do. I'm not saying there's 0% of people who have Southern accents in Texas. There's a lot, but it's not the entire population. Also, another one that really is funny because it's a stereotype that a lot of people get behind, which is everyone here, the number one genre of music is country music in Texas. That is not true. So I did a little research, and actually the number one favorite music genre in Texas most listened to is Latin music. Now there's a whole map of different areas that show you. I linked that in the article. There's a whole map of states and what the most popular music genre is. So some have metal, alternative. Florida's is alternative. I could see that in Florida. So Florida has alternative music. Some have metal, and pop, rock. But for Texas, it is Latin music, which I found as a surprise because I wouldn't have guessed that. I could definitely see that and understand it. There's a ton of Latin people in Texas. So I get that. But it was surprising. But yes, so country music is not the number one genre in Texas, although people love it. I'll name one more. Let's see. Okay, so the whole football thing. I think this is one also people will embrace fully. People in Texas are passionate about sports in general, but really football. People love their football. You could tell when you watch college football, the NFL stadiums are packed full. People want to root and cheer with their family and friends. It's a whole tradition, right? So people love football. I think everyone will get behind that. And that is a stereotype on this list that is embraced. And yes, but I will say one thing that is noted under this category is that the official state sport is rodeo. So there's that. The official state sport of Texas is rodeo. And that is clear. You know, Houston and Dallas, I believe, have huge rodeos. But I think the biggest one in Texas is in Houston. They do a huge rodeo. I saw an interview where Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton performed. Yeah, definitely. They performed at a rodeo. Why not? Gwen Stefani is now all into the cowboy thing. So she went to a rodeo. She had a good time. And she said it was massive. She was on Jimmy Kimmel Live and she said it was huge. Cowboys and all around, right? Obviously. Sounds like a good time to me and I'm willing to go. So I really want you guys to check that article out on myhighplains.com. And it's a fun list for you guys. There's a lot of links in it. There's also links to some barbecue joints just because a lot of people are obsessed with barbecue here. So I think that will be out later today and you can all go check that out. So yay. Thank you guys for joining me for this episode. I know it was just me today, but I always love doing these and I really hope you guys continue to watch these. Thank you so much. Have an incredible weekend and I will see you guys next Friday. Bye.